Welcome back, folks. I'm Wave Punk, and this is day 104 of producing for a year. We've made some meaningful progress in the little over half an hour I worked on our baseball track today. Been thinking about names. Maybe you're going to call it sunflower seeds. I don't know. Something kind of like baseball adjacent, but not like baseball track, you know? Almost all the work we did today was on this new section here. So I'm just going to play the section before it into that section for you. Let you kind of get your ears into there and hear what we did. So that's what we worked on today. I tightened up the lead, or this harmony sound. I got it called Game Boy Lead because I think it makes a pretty good lead sound too. But I'm using it here as a harmonic sound. In the previous section, it kind of hangs on and decays down to a sustained sound, and then holds at that. For this section over here, where we got a lot of harmonic information, particularly these two instruments competing with each other. I don't want too much hanging in the air. I really like this kind of this distorted guitar sound, but I don't, and so I might let that one hang. But this one I tightened up. I made them two separate tracks. So originally our lead sound or our harmonies sounded like this, and then now pan to one side. How much faster that falls off, it just kind of disappears. I create a little bit more space. The next thing I did, I think was a big improvement, was work on this melody here. This stuff was a little bit boring yesterday, particularly in this second half here. We basically just did this. We did that 4 times. That was the entire melody in this second half of this section. So we have it repeat 1 time, and then a second time halfway on the second repeat, or the second part of the repeat, have this melody change a bit. And then the back half is very different. Boom ba boom ba ba boom ba boom ba ba da 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 da. Pretty cool melody. I was happy with how that melody turned out. So figuring out exactly what notes to have play there was a big part of today, but I felt pretty good about how that one turned out. The next thing, I didn't like how this transition sounded just with this one sound effect we built a few days ago. This is a cool sound effect for sure, but by itself, it's just a little too like, oh, there's a sound effect. It doesn't feel like it's actually helping like drive the energy. It feels like it's drawing attention away from the stuff I really want grabbing the attention here. So we put a very non-chiptune element here. As a matter of fact, it's a whole sound bite of this Miles Away riser. I've used this all over this EP. I think this is a really great, very clean, simple sound. Nothing complex about it at all. Sounds great. I thought about putting a bit crusher on it here, but it didn't feel like it made it really that much more chiptune, and more just took away from its usefulness. So given that we're not writing like pure chiptune, that hasn't been a requirement of any track on this EP at any point, I'm happy with that being in there like that. So this transition sounds more like, so you'll hear it in the background there. I think those two effects together actually really do a great job of getting exactly across what I want. There's a chiptune element on top, but then there's an actual riser that does its job. So the other thing I really wanted this to feel, I just kept hearing some sort of like big angelic jubilant praise sort of sound here. So I put a choir on it. The choir's just holding some long notes. That's really all it's doing. By itself, unfiltered, it sounds like this. But I did put a bit crusher on this one. And then, more importantly, a tremolo. And that helps kind of like pull it out of the space. It's really not supposed to be something that your ear picks up on. It's just supposed to be something that helps kind of lay a pad underneath it, especially in the second section where we got kind of the choir, the chords, actual like notes going on. I could even see myself pulling that farther back when we kind of get into mixing. The only other thing I did today was our original melodies over here. They had been sounding kind of muddy, especially when I came from the brightness of these sounds over here. These were just so bright by comparison to this, which now it's better because I gave them a pretty hefty little bump here on kind of our high shelf. So that helped kind of make them stand out a little bit, and I'll play those melodies again in full some other time. I have to come back in the future if you want to hear the whole piece. That is it though for the day. We're getting close to done with this track though, and I'm happy about it. It's kind of coming together. So thanks so much for watching. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.